クトリップしたコーヒー飲み干してジャージ姿のまま散歩する近所当てのないままこの道はここに
Good day everyone. Today I will talk about national artist Antonio Albert Ventura. Ngayon, ipapakilala natin ang isang mahalagang musikero ng Pilipinas. He was a Filipino composer, conductor, and educator who dedicated his life to developing and preserving Philippine music. Isang musikero at guro na buong buhay inaalay sa pagpapalugo ng ating musika. In 1935, he worked with Francisco Reyes Aquino to research and collect Philippine folk song and dances. Noong 1935, nakipagtulungan siya upang mangalap at pag-aralan ang mga katutubong awit at sayaw. He was composed music inspired by different Philippine ethnic groups bringing our cultural heritage to the stage. Gumawa siya ng mga piyesa na hango sa tunog at tradisyon ng iba't ibang grupo sa bansa. As a conductor of Philippine Army Band, he restored its prestige and made it known for its symbolic sound. Bilang konduktor, ibinalik niya ang dangal ng banda at ginawa itong kilala sa kakaibang tunog na parang isang orkestra. Some of his famous work include Triumphal March, Inches of the Past, Symphony in C Major, and Mindanao Sketches. Ilan sa kanyang pinakasikat na gawa na nagpapakita ng galing niya sa musika. He spent over 70 years in music and inspired countless Filipino musicians. Mahigit 7 dekada niyang inalaan ang kanyang buhay sa musika at nagbibigay inspirasyon sa maraming musikero. Antonio Albino Ventura preserved Filipino musical heritage and continues to inspire generation today. Siya ay tumutulong na mapanatili ang ating musika ng Pilipino at nanatiling inspirasyon hanggang ngayon.
Jose Maceda was born on January 31, 1917 in Manila. At first, he studied and trained as a classical pianist in Paris. His musical career focused on understanding and popularizing Filipino traditional music. He dedicated more than 50 years of his life to researching music from different parts of the Philippines. His papers led to the understanding and appreciation of the ethnic and traditional music of the Philippines locally and internationally. Aside from being a researcher, he was also a professor at University of the Philippines College of Music. He shared his knowledge with students and later founded the UP Center for Ethnomusicology, which preserved his vast collection of recordings and research for future generations. As a composer, Jose Maceda was a very unique. He combined traditional Filipino instruments with modern techniques and even used very large group of performers in his works. For example, in his piece Ugnayan in 1974, he was made use of 20 radio stations, all broadcasting his music at the same time. His major works includes Ugma-Ugma, Pagsamba, Udlot-Udlot, Kubing, Agungan, Ugnayan, Aruding, Ading, Shasids, and Suling-Suling. Because of his outstanding contribution, he was named National Artist for Music in 1997. Sadly, he passed away on May 5, 2004, but his works and research continue to inspire us today.
Lucrecia Casilag once said, "For I firmly believe that man must look not only straight ahead, for the object of all music should be the glory of God." This reflects how she saw music not only as art, but also as something that uplifts the soul. Lucrecia Rosas Casilag was born on August 31, 1918 in San Fernando, La Union. She studied music at the Philippine Women's University, graduating with a Bachelor of Music in 1939, and later continued advanced music studies in the United States. Aside from being a composer, she was also a teacher, conductor, and cultural leader. She even served as president of the Cultural Center of the Philippines from 1976 to 1988. Casilag is best remembered for fusing Western music with Philippine ethnic sounds, making her known as the First Lady of Philippine music. She believed in modernizing Filipino music while keeping its cultural roots. She was also the music director of the Bayanihan Dance Company, where she helped elevate the group into one of the finest cultural dance troupes, showcasing Filipino culture internationally. Some of her famous works include Toccata for Percussions and Winds, Divertisement and Concertante, Love Songs, Legend of the Sarimanok, and Philippine Sings. Because of her immense contributions, she was named National Artist for Music in 1989. Her works have been performed in Asia, the United States, and Europe, proving that Filipino music can stand alongside the world's best. To end, Lucrecia Arcasilag was not just a composer, but also a visionary and cultural leader who blended tradition with innovation. Through her music and leadership, she gave Filipinos pride in their identity and left a legacy that continues to inspire.
Now, let us proceed to Hernani Joson Cuenco, one of our national artists for music. He was born on May 10, 1936 in Malolos, Bulacan. As a child, he learned the violin with the guidance of his mother, godmother, and his first teacher. He studied at University of Santo Tomas, finishing his bachelor's degree in music in 1956, and later his master's degree in 1968. Hernani Cuenco was a remarkable singer, composer, film scorer, and musician. He became famous for blending kundiman with modern ballads, creating heartfelt songs that touch many Filipinos. His work includes Bato sa Buhangin, Bulong ng Puso, Kalesa, Gaano Kita Kamahal, Diligin Mo ng Hamog ang Uhaw na Lupa, Nahan, and Kahit na Magtiis. From 1960 to 1968, he was a cellist at the Manila Symphony Orchestra and later became a musical director after being discovered by Joseph Estrada. He also represented the Philippines in international music events and taught at the University of Santo Tomas until his death in 1988. Hernani Cuenco was very talented. His dedication to teaching at UST until his last day is really inspiring for young musicians. Hernani was proclaimed National Artist for Music in 1999. He was an award-winning film scorer in the early 1960s, working in a collaboration with National Artist for Music, Leve Celerio. He was also a teacher and seasoned orchestra player. Here are some of the examples of movies that uses Hernani's songs. Bato sa Hangin, starring Fernando Poe Jr. and Vilma Santos. Ang Panday, starring Fernando Poe Jr. Isang Bala Ka Lang, starring Fernando Poe Jr. and Julie Vega. Through these works, Cuenco's music helped make these films more memorable and powerful. Hernani Cuenco's contributions to contemporary arts are very clear. First, he preserved kundiman and made it relevant for modern audiences. Second, he developed OPM and blending classical and popular music styles. Third, he enriched Philippine cinema with award-winning musical scores. Last, he taught young musicians at UST, passing on his knowledge. So, when you hear Gaano Kita Kamahal or watch movies like Bato sa Buhangin and Ang Panday, Remember, you are not just enjoying music or film. You are experiencing the Filipino soul in art. This is the legacy of national artist Hernani Cuenco.
の家今度攻めようとかくだらないけど
Lucio San Pedro was born February 11, 1913 in Agona, Rizal. He is a great musician, teacher, and also a conductor. When he was elementary, he started to compose. Lucio San Pedro came from the family with musical roots. He contributes a lot for the Agona Rizal to be a center of the arts. He also called maestro. He married Gertrude San Pedro and they have 5 children. Rodora San Pedro, Bienvenido San Pedro, Maria Conchita San Pedro, Maria Cristina San Pedro, and the last is Lucio San Pedro. Junior Elpidio San Pedro, father of Lucio San Pedro, taught his son to compose and conduct a song. Soledad Jestro, mother of Lucio San Pedro. He was the conductor Pengkong, Grand Mason Concert Band. The San Pedro Band of Agono, who is formerly conducted by his father and the Banda Agono Numero Uno. Through his works, talents, and techniques shared in these two bands, they improve and learn a lot in the field of music. Lucio San Pedro studied Conservatory of Music major in composing and conducting at University of the Philippines, Diliman. He pursued his music degree at the University of the Philippines and the Juilliard School in New York, USA. Lucio San Pedro studied the banjo which inspired him to become a serious musician. Lucio San Pedro became a professor of theory and composition at the University of the Philippines College of Music. Lucio San Pedro incorporated Philippine folk elements in his composition with Western forms and harmony. His musical prowess was internationally recognized when he was invited to be a judge at the prestigious Van Seaborn International Piano Competition in 1980. Lucio San Pedro was given the title National Artist for Music in 1911. One of the greatest compositions of Lucio San Pedro is Ugoy ng Duyan. It really touches people's heart, especially to all the mother, offer love, protection, and care to their sons and daughters. He does not compose a song, but he tries to create a more deeper sense in every lines he constructs. He also won awards through his famous works. Lucio San Pedro's keys to success is not just because of his extraordinary talents, but because of his drive to continue working with conviction and devotion. He called his composition creative nationalism. He creates through his talents at the same time he always sees to it that he always compromises the heart of a good musician. He also wrote a poem entitled Lahing Kayumangki. It expressed to love our country and we are proud that we are Filipinos. May 9, 1991, President Corazon Aquino proclaimed Lucio San Pedro as National Artist of the Philippines. At a young age, Lucio San Pedro composed various hymns and became the local church organist, succeeding his late grandfather. Among his famous compositions are Simbang Gabi, Lahing Kayumangki, and Sa Mahal Kong Bayan, which touch on Filipino culture. Levi Galerio was also named National Artist for Music and Literature in 1997 after collaborated again with Lucio San Pedro. He died March 31, 2002 at the age of 89.
Good day everyone. Today, I'll present to you the life and works of one of the greatest musicians and national artists for music, Antonio J. Molina, also known as Claude Debussy of the Philippines. Antonio J. Molina was born on December 26, 1894 in Quiapo, Manila. From an early age, he showed his great love for music. His father was one of the music teacher and this helped him to develop his passion. He studied at the University of the Philippines Conservatory of Music, where he became the first Filipino to be named as the National Artist for Music in 1973. Antonio J. Molina was not just a composer, but also a teacher, conductor, and music director. He taught at the UP Conservatory of Music, and later he became the Dean of the Centro Escolar University Conservatory of Music. And now, let's talk about his famous works in the field of music. He innovated Philippine music by using folk instruments like kulintangan and gapong. He composed more than 300 works, but two-thirds of which use traditional music. His works include orchestral music like ang Batingaw Choral Symphony, Kundi Man Kundangan, Hating Gabi, Kung Sa Iyong Gunita, Amihan, Awit ni Maria Clara, and Larawan Nitong Pilipinas. Let's listen to Molina's most familiar composition, Hating Gabi. Hating Gabi is a serenade for solo violin and piano accompaniment. As the last triumvirate who set the bar of folk music. He died on January 29, 1980 at the age of 85. But his legacy lives on. Antonio J. Molina showed us that a Filipino talent shines bright like his music.
A few moments later.
Francisco Feliciano was born on February 19, 1941 at Morong Rizal, Philippines, into a musical family. His father, a church choir leader, inspired his early love for sacred music, which shaped his vision of blending indigenous Filipino sounds with Western traditions. Feliciano earned his bachelor degrees in composition from the University of the Philippines. With a Fulbright scholarship, he studied abroad, completing a Master of Music at Yale University and a doctorate in composition at the Hochschule der Künste in Berlin, refining his contemporary style. He is best known for combining Filipino indigenous and Southeast Asian musical tradition with Western classical techniques. His notable works include Pokpok Alimpako, a choral piece based on a traditional Maranao children's song known for its rhythmic energy. Yerma, an opera adapted from Federico Garcia Lorca's play, one of the rare Filipino operas in the Western operatic tradition. Pamugun, inspired by the ritual music of the Cordillera people, notable for its use of innovative, non-Western vocal techniques. Mass of Saint Andrew, a liturgical composition reflecting his strong dedication to sacred music. Feliciano was an internationally respected conductor who led major orchestras, including the Philippine Philharmonic and Singapore Symphony. He also founded the Asian Institute for Liturgy and Music to promote Asian contextualized liturgical music. As a dedicated educator, Feliciano influenced many Filipino musicians by emphasizing cultural identity and promoting intercultural dialogue through his teaching and leadership roles. In 2014, shortly before his death on September 19, Feliciano was named National Artist for Music. the Philippines' highest artistic honor. His legacy endures through his innovative compositions and the musicians he mentored.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one. One is the loneliest number.
Good day everyone, I am Carl Vincent Ramos Pahar, and for today's report I will be discussing about Levis Hilario, a renowned Filipino composer. He is well known for his timeless songs and for being recognized as a national artist for music and literature. In this presentation, we will explore his life, achievements, and contribution to the Philippines musics. Music prodigy Levis Hilario was born on April 30, 1910 in Tondo, Manila. As a child who grew up with an immense passion for music, it was not much of a surprise that he received a scholarship to the Academy of Music in Manila and became the youngest member of the Manila Symphony Orchestra. During his illustrious career as a musician, he was able to write several songs for local movies, which earned him the Lifetime Achievement Award of the Film Academy of the Philippines. Hilario has written lyrics for more than 4,000 Filipino folk, Christmas, and love songs. Some of his famous work include the staple Filipino songs, Ang Pasko ay Sumapit, Gaano Ko Ika'y Kamahal, Saan Ka Man Naroroon, Dahil sa Isang Bulaklak, and Sa Ugoy ng Duyan. His lyrics often celebrate life and love. It is deeply rooted in nationalism. Hilario was also recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the only man who could play music with a lift. Because of his unusual talent, Hilario was invited to the Merc Griffin Show where he played All the Things You Are with 39 musicians using his lift. Levi left the crowd in awe. Hailed as Philippine National Artist for Music and Literature on October 9, 1997.
Inimbitak po sa mga Levi upang tugtugan kayo sa dahon. Tayo mga Pinoy.
Ramon Pagayon Santos. He was born on February 25, 1941 in Pasig City, Philippines. His profession is composer, conductor, ethnomusicologist, and music professor. His specialization is Philippine contemporary music, Asian music traditions, cultural education. He studied a Bachelor of Music in the University of the Philippines, Delman, and graduated his studies at Indian University at USA. He is also a Doctor of Philosophy in Composition in State University of New York at Buffalo, USA. Here are his achievements. He declared as National Artist of the Philippines for Music 2014, former Dean of the University Philippines College of Music, served as Chairman of the National Commission for Agriculture, recognized internationally as a leading ethnomusicologist and composer, honored for his contribution in building Philippines' indigenous sounds with contemporary and Asian music tradition, represent the Philippines in international music conference and festival. Here are his famous artwork. Sa Diwaan, composition interviewing Asian culture, drama, poetry, and dance. Daragang Magayon, inspired by the Bicolano epic and culture. Tao, a piece highlighting Filipino cultural themes. Awit ni Pulo, showcasing Asian-inspired music elements. And let's include his artwork, Ritual ng Pasasalamat, Likas-an, Badiw as Kapuonan, Kulintang Panaghoy.
ないけど素晴らしい